Welcome to Girl Talk. We are filming at Radiant Skin Therapy off Todd Drive in the Beltline, and we've got an exciting show for you today. Lots of good stuff coming up, but we've got Shantae, guest appearing for Jessa, who had her baby.
Yay!
Congratulations. Have you guys
Jessa.
seen pictures?
Adorable.
So cute. Oh my gosh, I could not wait to meet her.
Fresh out of the oven, just the cutest pie.
I heard she was 11 days late, so
She was, but
she
it's their first, so I think that's kind of to be expected, right? That's what my mom tells me anyway, not that I
my
know.
son was 7 days late, so yeah.
Okay.
Yours was?
But yeah.
I was 30 days late, so my mom,
Whoa.
my mom always said, like, do not have a doctor that will not induce.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So the doctor would not induce?
Refused to induce her.
30 days late.
That's kind of terrifying.
11 pounds, 2 ounces. Sorry, Mom. Right in time for Mother's Day.
There you go.
So both you and Jessa will have first Mother's Day.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Oh, that is
It's also it's
terrific.
funny that we have Dr. Amy on today from Excellence in Dentistry because just 2 days ago I had my wisdom teeth removed, so I do apologize if you guys can see my chickmunk cheeks.
Wow.
No,
It is
not
pretty
at
can't
all.
believe
sore.
you're
This
talking.
one, I know
Right.
this one is pretty puffed out, so that's why I look like I boxed. Good
for you.
With Floyd on Saturday, but
No,
you know,
oh yeah.
no, just
That's an
the
interesting
teeth.
fight.
I had mine out
Yes.
quite a while ago, and I just remember how swollen you got and
Yeah, it's
uncomfortable.
still a little sore, but
You know,
Should
speaking
do.
of teeth, did you guys know how we have fingerprints that are so unique? Did you know our teeth are too? I never thought about that. It was just something that I saw, that everybody's teeth, that like your imprint is different, even if you're identical twins.
That's how they identify
Sure.
bodies.
Well, I knew that they wanted dental records, but I always wondered, was it because of fillings or what?
Or maybe like tattoos, like you were talking about a
Tattoos.
couple weeks ago. Those teeth tattoos.
Very good. Have you been able to eat?
I've been eating a lot of mashed potato and applesauce and Jello. That's all I've managed to eat right now, but hopefully soon I can get some
Yeah.
real food again. and-
Good weight loss start, huh?
Yes,
It gets you
that's-
started.
that
They
is
say
what I said.
smoothies, but you can't really suck on straws, can you?
No, if you use a straw, I guess you get dry socket, and I'm not about to deal with that
Oh, I
either.
had that. It was very painful.
Well, we have Brandy coming on. If you're in the market for bridal attire or even just accessories, she's got it all at this great tent sale that's going to be coming up. So,
Well, shoot, with some of those prices, you could just go and buy some dresses.
yeah, she was
Yeah.
telling us about some of the markdowns that they were having, and they were kind of,
Like $20 bride dresses, wedding gowns for $50.
right?
Crazy.
Yeah, so there's nothing better than finding the perfect dress, but finding it for such a bargain.
Maybe I should
In and
jump
out.
ahead and go there. I'm not engaged yet. I think soon, maybe. But maybe
No
I should
pressure.
jump ahead.
Hint,
Yeah,
hint.
no pressure. But maybe I should jump ahead and go and be like, oh, I'm gonna go look at dresses. And
You could always
fails.
sell it if you change your mind too. Probably.
True. And
Yeah.
maybe make more. No, just kidding.
As well, I mean, now that the weather is so nice, it would be great to like just hop in the car with a couple girlfriends, take a little road trip over to New Glarus,
Yeah.
and see her shop. She's got a fabulous establishment over there.
You know, I saw an article about the world's record right now for the longest wedding gown train. Can you even guess? Just guess. Just take a stab.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about Rihanna's Metro or
That's what I
Met
was
Gala.
Yeah.
thinking of.
Big yellow train.
3 miles.
3 miles.
3 miles.
Why?
Who was this?
Yeah.
Why?
It's somewhere in China. They made this dress. I guess the dress itself weighs like 120 pounds.
Was it where was she walking through like a field?
Yeah, it was
And
draped
it was
throughout
draped?
a field.
I saw that.
Crazy.
3 miles long.
I don't know how
Can't
you
imagine.
function with that.
I can't
She has
imagine
a
how
lot
much
of
it
family,
cost.
so they could all enjoy it
Yes.
from the beginning to the end.
I know. Before
Like
that,
a
it was
parade.
like roughly a mile, the record. Even a mile is kind of crazy, right?
Absolutely.
What's just a bit like? Do people have to carry it behind her? 'Cause
I don't
you
know
would get
how it
stuck.
works.
I mean, if someone steps on it, or
Yeah.
3 miles, it's bound to
it'd
happen.
be black by the end of it, just drugged through
I know.
dirt.
Well, and of course, we'll be talking with Ann Hill later, and she's got some really new, cool therapies. Non-surgical, of course,
Of course, yep.
for those trouble spots that just, no matter what you seem to do or try, or no much cardio you do.
Right, won't go away.
So that's going to be really, really cool to learn about.
She's got the tips and tricks for us.
She
So,
does.
Definitely
Yeah.
so come right back. We're going to be having lots of good topics right here on Girl Talk. Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are here with Dr. Amy. Thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
So we are going to continue on the topic from last week. So we still have a bunch of questions. We were talking about soda and how bad that is for your teeth, but it can cause cavities. But what about diet? Can that affect it too?
It can. Now, the main problem with diet soda, it is highly acidic, just like regular soda. So it doesn't have the sugar content, as we all know, but it has a highly acidic pH. So an acidic pH is damaging for the enamel coating of the teeth. So when you have an acidic beverage, i.e. diet soda, regular soda, that enamel is weakened and becomes more susceptible to problems.
You're killing me. What am I supposed to drink?
Sorry. So,
Water.
So, I mean, the balance thing is big.
Okay.
Okay, so if you have a diet soda, have one, don't have a 2 liter.
What if I put vodka in it?
Well, that's your choice. It doesn't really affect the teeth, but you know.
Waters it down a little.
Yeah, right.
What about juice? Is juice in the same boat?
It is somewhat. So we see some problems with juice in childhood.
Okay.
You know, adults don't tend to sip on juice all day long,
Right.
but there are some parents that are still giving their children a sippy cup full of juice. So juice is highly acidic. Acid is a problem for teeth. It just is. Acid and sugar just really damage the teeth. So if a child has like a sippy cup of juice and they're bathing those baby teeth in acid, that's
All
really
day long.
damaging. If you're just drinking a cup of juice with a meal, it's not as big of a problem because it's just one exposure.
And then with like, if you have a soda or a glass of juice and you brush afterwards, does that help?
So that's a good question, and that would be what you would think to do. Get rid of that acid, you know, brush right away.
Right.
Studies show that the pH level of the mouth rebalances or reneutralizes within about a half an hour. So what we want you to do is not brush right away
Okay.
while you still have a pH level of acid in your mouth. We want you to wait, I would say at least 45 minutes for your mouth to neutralize so that it's in a better environment. You can brush and you're not actually causing some erosion with that acid
sure.
environment.
Sure, makes
So about
sense.
45 minutes, brush. The one thing you can do right after that, drinking of an acidic beverage, would be to rinse with water or a fluoride rinse.
Okay.
Yep.
So I don't drink that much soda, but
Yep.
I do drink some energy drinks
Okay.
and some of the sports drinks like Gatorade,
Yep.
Powerade.
Yep.
What about those?
Oh no.
So they, unfortunately, a lot of those do have sugar as well. Some of them, the sports drinks are more, they have a more dilute amount of sugar, but they still can be damaging.
Yeah.
The problem is those are, a lot of people use those a lot, you know? So if you have one, like I said, one a week, not a big deal. But some people are, you know, drinking them all day long or all evening. The sports drinks are a little different from the energy drinks. The energy drinks have a more acidic content, like Red Bull, those kinds of things. Sorry to bring up the names, but everybody knows which
Yeah.
ones I'm talking about. So the Gatorade, as opposed to the Red Bull, the energy drinks are going to be more acidic, so more damaging. So it's all a level of damage. But the actual sports drinks can be as damaging as soda, unfortunately. Yeah, I know.
So we just covered a bunch of things that we shouldn't drink, or at least all that often.
Yeah.
So does that just leave water, or what are some other options that we could try?
I mean, water is, of course, recommended. I mean, we all know that. That's a no-brainer. But there are some flavored waters that are actually great. They taste great. What you want to do, since there's so many options out there, is look at the labels. There are going to be waters with zero calorie content. Those are going to be flavored naturally, no added sugar.
What about carbonation? Does that matter?
Carbonation is totally fine.
Okay.
So I recommend people who like that fizz of a soda, I recommend, I know it's hard, but like switching to a carbonated beverage or carbonated water.
Sure.
That has like a little flavor like LaCroix or that's a great option. I think that people really love that carbonation and that's a safe way to go.
Wean yourself off of it.
Exactly. But if you're unsure about the sugar content, you look at the label and the calorie content's going to be 0 for those safe flavored water beverages. There are some really good artificial sweeteners. Actually, stevia is a natural sweetener, and that's found in a lot of no-calorie or low-calorie waters. It's
That's not
great.
so bad then.
Great option.
I can do that.
Right. Yep.
Right, absolutely. Well, we're running out of time.
Okay.
Real quick, is there any hidden things that can be causing damage to our teeth that we don't know about?
You know, I just have to say, even not on the beverage thing, some of those really sticky candies and everything, a lot of people I find suck on candies during the day, and I know everybody should know this, But I do see that kind of commonly. So if you're gonna suck on candy during the day, make it a sugar-free candy.
You got it.
All
Okay.
right, so now we know how to keep our teeth nice and safe and bright. We'll be right back with more Girl Talk after this break.
Hi, and welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming at Radiant Skin Therapy off Todd Drive, and later we'll be talking with our favorite Ann Hill. But now we've got Brandy, the Brandy, from Brandy's Bridal Galleria in New Glarus. Brandy is going to be talking to us about what's going on right now. I heard that you have a tent sale coming up.
We do, yes.
What will you be tenting, and what's going to be there for us?
Yeah, our tent sale is one of our biggest events of the year. It's our biggest sale of the year. Bridal stores don't have a lot of sales, but we have a big one. We actually have a tent outside that weekend. We have all of our in-stock bridal gowns, meaning like you can come in, buy a dress that day and take it home with you that day, because there's a lot of quick weddings happening, or a lot of weddings where I don't know exactly when the wedding is. But we have dresses you can buy right off the rack that day that are going to be additionally on sale that weekend, like starting at like $49 and going on from there. It's a big sale. Our regular bridal gowns, where you would come in and you'd order one in your color, your size, those dresses are all going to be 10% off, and we're giving away free veils with those. We have prom dresses as low as $49, mother's dresses like $19.
Oh my gosh, that
Bridesmaid
sounds
dresses,
crazy.
$10.
Free. To
Yeah.
be able to just come in and like pick one out, I'm good to go.
Yeah, easy.
And
And
I got
that's
a
what
veil.
we want it to be, easygoing that weekend.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
So you've had a tester trunk show before,
Yes.
and now it's coming back. So what does that mean for brides?
Sure, yes. We have a Stella York tester trunk show coming back. We've been hand chosen out of there's 3 stores out of the U.S. that have gotten the opportunity to do this. So, well, thanks. It's really fun because we get to actually be a part of the designer making these dresses. So what that means is at the end of the month on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, May 29th, 30th, and 31st, we are getting in dresses that haven't been seen anywhere in the United States yet.
Wow.
From our Stella York designer, and then our brides get to come in and they get to try them on, they get to, and then tell us, and then there will also be a national sales director there that wants all of their feedback too. So the bride's feedback that weekend is very good for them to get to learn what dresses may make the cut or what dresses they may not sell, because these dresses will all be coming out then in fall of 2016. So a bride could potentially have a one-of-a-kind dress if it doesn't ever make the cut. So it's kind of
Very
exciting.
cool.
Very exciting.
So this big tent sale
Yes.
and the tester trunk show, it's all happening at the end of May, the last week of May?
Yes.
All
yes.
right, so that's going to be a really crazy time.
Yes.
If someone's interested to come and check this out, do they need to make an appointment, or can you just show up?
Sure.
How's that going to work?
If you're looking at bridal gowns, we definitely want an appointment for that and bridesmaids dresses. If you're coming in to shop for a mother's dress, or you hear our prom dresses are on sale, or you just need some accessories, you can just stop in that weekend. That's totally fine. And I didn't mention that our sale does run from Thursday, May, I think it's the 28th, through Sunday, May 31st. So it's all kind of in the same weekend, but it is Thursday through that Sunday too. So appointments are a good thing, and we're already getting really booked up for it. So call early.
Yes, champagne on hand.
That's right.
Okay, so May is the beginning of wedding season.
Yes.
Kind of. What kind of new accessories do you have to show us here? What's in trend?
We brought some fun stuff. Some of the things you have here are a little more traditional. These are just typical veils, you know, but every bride wants a veil, because when else do they get to wear one but on their wedding day? This one here is a little more sparkly edge, because a lot of bling is really important now in dresses and such. So we have veiling with that. The one you have has a lace detail on the edge, which is another huge point right now with bridal gowns. Everybody wants lace or lace applique, so there's lace veils to go with it, right? Then we do have a few more fun pieces here, whether it's halos, and that boho look is really popular right now, or we have French netting on on a headband and such, or even just a big chunky headband.
This is some serious bling.
It is. Yeah.
And this one looks really fun.
That is very fashion forward. That takes a unique bride to pull something like that off, but if you see it all over the runways now.
Wow.
Janet could do it.
Notice how she volunteered me.
But you look cute in that kind of stuff, like the derby.
Yeah, the derby
It's not
did
really a
have.
hat, but it's a little like that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So we're running short on time already, if you can believe it. But real quick, what are some of the cool colors that are?
Oh, sure.
in
For
season?
weddings, when you go to weddings this year, you're going to see every color under the rainbow. You'll see pinks, you'll see greens, you'll see blues, and everything is pretty bright now. Last year it was about blush and not the best, or excuse me, not didn't mean that, but colors are a lot more vibrant this year.
All right. Well, thank
Cool.
you so much, Randy, for being here again. I love seeing all these.
I think she's going to keep that veil.
I know. I'm bring it a little close. Stay tuned for more Girl Talk. Ann Hill is up next with Radiant Skin Therapy.
Welcome back to Girl Talk, the segment you've been waiting for. We have got the amazing Ann Hill, and we are filming at Radiant Skin Therapy.
Can you tell we love you?
Yeah, thank you.
Just a little
She's
bit.
a guru.
I don't pay him.
So I'm so excited. So Ann has got a red carpet open house event coming up on May 14th. So I'm gonna be here for sure.
Yeah.
But you got some cool new technologies so
Yes.
that you're gonna be featuring that day.
Yep.
Can you tell us what UltraShape is?
Yes. UltraShape is the newest FDA-approved machine treatment for fat loss. It actually destroys the fat cell. So much like Cool Sculpting, the fat cell is destroyed and it naturally processes through our body, and we eliminate it and we get less fat, less inches. And usually comes into play where we have that little extra pinchy fat, we're eating good, we're exercising, we're doing those things, but we've got those areas. We all do, unfortunately, whether it's our ab or our flanks or our butt. We have that little extra fat. So UltraShape joins our family to help us in areas maybe Cool Sculpting didn't, or there's some people that are going to fall in the UltraShape category, or some people still fall in the Cool Sculpting category, but it is fat elimination.
We love that idea.
But you
Yeah.
said that there's no discomfort with UltraShape.
Right. I mean, it's amazing. You don't feel discomfort during, and when we're doing it, it kind of looks like a video game. I mean, honestly, it's crazy. And afterwards, you really don't know that you've had a treatment. You might be a little pink, but there's no pain. And you guys know, like in this industry, people say, what's the pain level? Because there's usually pain associated. We can say, you're not going to have any pain. So it's awesome.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And we call it the luxurious fat removal. So,
Sounds
yeah.
luxurious to me. What
Right.
else have we got going on? I heard about a Vela Shape 3.
Yes. So Vela Shape 3 kind of completes, we call it our trifecta now with Cool Sculpting, UltraShape, and Vela Shape 3. So we're going to have fat elimination. That's great, but sometimes with that we get a little laxity. Of course, women struggle from just cellulite in general, smoothing, toning. So the Vela Shape 3 is really our updated Vela Shape. So we've had them, they've been okay. Some people had good results, some people didn't. Now they've really understood the technology, what's been wrong with it. They've tweaked it, it's showing phenomenal results. And that, again, there's some heat, it's kind of a heat massage type of treatment, but there isn't any discomfort afterwards. Maybe a little bit like you've had a little bit of a workout, but nothing more than that. And so it kind of, we've got these 3 machines now that are really going to be able to help most everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So
different
no
places
knives,
as well.
no needles.
no knives,
It's
no
sounding-
needles anymore.
Sounding awfully tempting.
Right, and the other thing UltraShape can really do nicely is liposuction is great, and we don't take place of liposuction, and we don't pretend to, but you know, with liposuction, sometimes we have those irregularities in when they're kind of going back and forth, and the UltraShape can smooth those areas out, or the VeloShape can. So we've got 3 great modalities now to treat.
Sure.
So going back to Cool Sculpting, we talked about before, you freeze the fat cells, they die off, they just get metabolized through your system. So the differences are it's cold versus hot. And
It's cold versus, this is kind of hard to understand or put your mind over, but the UltraShape delivers a mechanical pulse. Okay, so that's why there's really no discomfort and there's no swelling after. It's a mechanical pulse, it's not heat, and it's delivered down within the fat, and it causes this stir in the fluid between the fat, and the stir creates enough friction in there that the fat cells pop to cause apoptosis. Just like Cool Sculpting with cold, the cold gives them the apoptosis. This friction gives the UltraShape that.
And yet there's no discomfort, whereas with Cool Sculpting there's a little bit maybe.
There is some discomfort. There's a little pinching that goes on till it gets kind of cold, and afterwards you might have some, you know, tenderness, a little distension and things like that. So we really can say there is no downtime, and with UltraShape we can give you the results quicker. And with that, since there's no swelling or pinkness or whatever, I mean, honestly, you could do your treatment and you could be on the beach in your 2-piece, you know? So it's great.
Amazing.
Great,
Okay.
yeah.
So no discomfort, no downtime.
Right.
What kind of results can someone expect to see?
Sure, and that's, you know, really, again, we can customize treatments, but in a normal treatment, what we would say is you're going to probably expect anywhere from 1 to 3 inches in that area that we're treating.
Wow.
Oh, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
So-
incredible.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I'm just thinking, like, how many times could you even go? You'd have to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Well, we would hope that, but
Yeah.
you know, 1 to 3 inches can be really a lot on some people and not a lot on others. So it just kind of depends on how much you have
That's
there,
true.
and yeah. So
We should probably talk about your red carpet event before we run out of time, because you're offering
yes.
a free treatment
Yep.
as a
We're-
drawing.
Yep, we're giving
Okay.
away a free treatment, so you can come in. If you RSVP for the event, you get an extra
Entry.
entry.
Okay.
And we will also have, you know, whenever we introduce something, we're going to probably have our best pricing. So we'll have best pricing that night. We're gonna have food, and we're gonna have some drink at the 4 to 7. 11 to 1 is kind of just come in. It's at lunchtime. People can just kind of browse in and out.
And meet you.
And meet us,
Yeah.
and meet the reps.
And you'll have before and after photos and all that good stuff.
Absolutely, and the technology will be here. And so, yeah, I mean, everybody come and find out about it.
So
Yeah.
you could show up or you could RSVP.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If you
just wanna
RSVP,
show
you
up,
get an extra
Yeah.
entry.
Yep, exactly.
For free treatment.
Right, I know.
All right, so make sure to RSVP.
Kirsten will be there.
And show up. May 14th, and it's either 11 to 1 or 4 to 7.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
All right, so check out Ann Hill, Radiant Skin Therapy, and thank you for tuning in to Girl Talk on CW57.